They have so much synergy that they still get those, you know, chunks of extra damage. Told you. That's here. And that was pretty good draw. Not gonna lie. Down. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today absolute controllest of the control decks ever, because we don't run WINCONS. They're absolutely overrated, you don't need them, your opponent will scoop anyway. But if he doesn't, we play Mirrex, we play Emperor, you don't need more than this, you will win, you will see it in the games. And thanks to this, the rest of the deck can be absolutely best cards ever. Pure removal and pure counter spells. We have 4 Syncopates. I was also considering double Devious Cover-Up, but given everything on ladder is basically aggro, this is just a bit better. If you get hit by double Devious Cover-Up on, you know, on the draw, you probably aren't for a good time. And Syncopate can recover because, you know, even for 1, it can counter the squee or something like this. So I went with the Syncopate, the responsible choice. Other than this, a lot of removal, 4 cutdowns, so if we are on the draw, we are still in the game. March and Edicts, because we want some counterplay against Planeswalkers. Theoretically, there could be a control deck, alright? So that's the idea. With some counter spells, a lot of card advantage, and some Planeswalker removal, we can kinda go competitive even if with those value decks. For the March is for the same reason. Usually you hit bankbusters with it if it's not a creature deck, because guess what? Everyone plays bankbusters, and we are playing bankbusters because they are pretty good. And of course there are also a hidden Wincon. So generally you just need to show your opponent that you have way to finish the game and they're out. Most will just scoop moment they don't get their burn spell from the top, you know. And with so much card advantage with Memory Deluge, Bankbuster and Celestus, and of course 3 Depopulates, because I have noticed that most of the games is just about hitting Depopulate as fast as you can. The games were pretty fun. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, guys, it really helps the channel, and extremely thank you for all the support lately. And for those who are interested, I'm kinda recovering, it's been a really rough time. My voice is not where I want it to be, but I think the commentary was decent, so you shouldn't suffer for my illness too much. Yeah, and thank you for all the kind words. I'm not through with all the comment reading, because I'm basically like lying in bed outside of recording content. So yeah, let's go into the games. Thank you for being here, and thank you for support. Enjoy. Alright, so we have some value, some removal, we will take it. Not the best hand in the world, and we are on the draw, but definitely not the worst one. I think we should go with this one. Cutdown might be important, especially that we want the Bankbuster on the next turn. Kinda. Yeah, I think I can recover, and when we start doing cards we should hit, you know, some Farewell or Depopulate, so we can clean whatever he will play if he spams. Alright, that's probably March with Cutdown Exiled. This is a very, very strong card. Alright, so I need 3, so I need untapped land for this one. No, I don't. Man, I'm such a dummy. I could play Raffine Tower for free on this one. But it's fine, you know, I will heal 1 extra life, and let's pretend that that was the play. But definitely should get rid of this one. Yeah, he knows that we cannot ignore it. It's way too powerful. So, let's go for it, and we will eat Shorted probably in the face, which will be very, very brutal. Alright. Not too much card advantage, but we have to do it. And on the bright side, we are at 24. We have Emperor for the follow-up. I hope it's not... That would be great Planeswalker removal. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. We kinda can get around Liliana, I think. And I have double white. Alright. So far we have good targets to discard. And with Emperor we can start pressuring Liliana at the, you know, at the moment he doesn't expect it. He will probably drop all the removal because he doesn't expect too many creatures from our side.
We all have things we'd rather avoid.
See? But he probably has at least 1 go for the throat, right? Trespasser. Definitely irritating card, but isn't it always? Very, very strong card. Alright, some damage to the face. And now we need to think. We can either start doing cards. No, Emperor is just overall better. And we can start making some creatures, and with the first strike, he will take the damage to Liliana probably. And if he wants to use -2, that was a weird pause. Oh, he wants... Really? 3 cut downs? Like, I know Shuffler does this thing. I think he has a cut down and he didn't use it on the end step, so because he wants to wait until I put the counter. And that's not great for me. So maybe we'll play differently then. Because of the spouse, I changed my play. See? He has a cut down. If we +1, this wouldn't work. Like, we would waste everything and Emperor would die for free. So that was a pretty good play, I believe. Good call on our part. You know, the triple cut down start, the usual. Alright, so all of our cards are basically on board. That's really weird situation. Swamp into Invoke Despair is absolutely devastating. Alright. I mean, that's an interesting situation. So if we... Okay, we will talk through it. Just give me a second. Alright, so if I block it and make an Emperor with -1 on the next turn, we get the same situation on the next turn, but he will +1 right now and he will ultimate on the next turn. And if I do not block, I can threaten Liliana attack and he is forced to use -2. At least that's how I see it. We will see. He might have removal in the hand, of course, but yeah, now he probably should -2, otherwise we can just hit her for free, resulting in -2. Alright, I mean, he definitely wants this ultimate. We need to draw like Edict and the game should be ours. But can we draw an Edict? Emperor. Alright. That's a harsh one. Oh boy, that's a harsh one. We need to think, like, we have plays here, because we can just draw a lot of cards and let Liliana ultimate and recover from there. He will... What is the split? Probably 1 Bankbuster here and in the other pile, and one pile will have 3 lands and the second one will have 2 lands and the Samurai. We take 3 lands and probably weaker Bankbuster. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, that's not the worst. But I will go risky. It might be a bad play. No, okay, no priority. That's extremely good.
Anyone who harms my people
Because now
show them how
we can
treat
crawl.
our enemies.
And we can hit Liliana pretty darn hard. We lose our Emperor, but we have enough card advantage and he's down to 1 card. Man, this Liliana has been such a pain the whole game. Like, honestly, this is the only problem for the whole game so far. And we are so pressured that we cannot even make pilots, which would make it so much easier. Alright, finally! We finally got rid of her. Yeah, I kinda like this play. The follow-up is extremely scary. If he whiffs for 1 turn, I believe we can absolutely stabilize the game. And probably win from there. But if he goes something like Shrouded or Swamp into Invoke, I don't think we can match him, because we are kinda behind. So let's see the... Of course. Okay. I guess it could be worse. Liliana, pain continues. Oh yes. Very good. And I need to do it right now, right? Because if he +1, he already gets the loyalty, and then we cannot answer. Alright, so we can either draw some extra cards and try to go for the land next turn? That's also not bad. I can take some hits. He's down to 0 cards in top deck. If we play it smart, we should win this. If we play it smart, we should win this. Yeah, let's go for this. We need to finally solve Liliana. And this is one of the reasons we have March, because it's always useful either for a creature or just a planeswalker. Just don't get very good top deck, please. Let me draw single card from those bankbusters, man. I have two. I'm so pressured I couldn't draw a single card except, you know, the single card I have drawn. No. No. Don't you dare. Alright, depopulate, please. I need some depopulates, man. Alright, let's actually start this party, because we are very behind so far. We need to start playing lands, we need to start playing all this good stuff. I would prefer untapped land, thank you. And that's a pretty good discard, right? Alright, let's see what the top deck gods are on him. That was a weird sentence, but you get the idea. I mean, there are not enough creatures, so we do not care that this triggers. Man, we just need to draw the cards with bankbusters and we should be okay. If he plays shorted, I will cry, but we cannot allow 8 damage a turn. Like 4 is already, like maybe not way too high, but it's high enough. So we just need to hope he doesn't get extremely good cards. Alright. You know, a little bit annoying, but definitely not the biggest deal. And you know what? I think this should be it. I don't have double white after all of this time. Alright, that's cool. And I will actually start hitting his face, because that's what he deserved. After all those Lilianas. Let's just start finishing the game a little bit. You know, the Bankbuster, the hidden Wincon. Like, we're slowly getting there. Farewell is like good hedge against everything that he can do. Very, very good draw on him, but a bit slow. However, we cannot exile artifacts, right? How much mana do I have? Maybe we just go double Mirrex. I honestly think it's a pretty good deal. This way we can be on the aggression side. Let's play the Mirrex. And he doesn't know what the plan is. Is it double token? Or maybe just go one might and try to activate the second Bankbuster for more damage. Alright, I mean that's definitely something. Definitely a relevant thing. Huh. Alright, this will be interesting. He can crew the Bankbuster, but he didn't go for it for some reason. Right, I think I will keep drawing cards. They seem pretty good overall. Especially that I probably will swipe very soon. Okay, something except lands would be absolutely amazing, like, you know, Memory Deluge. But we're slowly getting there. Edict. Alright. Alright. If I kill the Nezumi, the Edict can hit the Obliterator, or I can just go for the board and activate another Bankbuster, but then he has his Bankbuster. Maybe you just sweep everything. Like, honestly, it doesn't seem like such a bad deal. Let's draw a card first and see what we get. 3-5. Oh, Syncopate. Alright, Syncopate is a big deal. I actually really like Syncopate, man. We can just try to go white with the Mirrex. One token, oh, right, one token only. If he attacks with Obliterator, we can just go ham on him, so he won't. But the problem is that he's drawing cards with the Bankbuster, and he will hit Invoke at some point. And that will be an issue. Or we just sweep everything, but then he... Well, whatever he plays, we just edict it, right? Right, I'm not entirely sure about this play, guys. It might be game losing, but we'll go for it. Yeah, there's no like cool stuff that we can do. And let's go for the graveyards as well. No, no, no. You are definitely tapping the artifacts, my friend. You need to be careful about the shuffler. Alright, one card. So the point is that this answers every one card. And if he whiffs for a single turn, we activate the Syncopate and we should close the game from there. Like, he had a lot of good cards. Oh my god, I guess he will get even more. Alright, definitely painful, but we know that he will do it if he doesn't play lands. Okay, so this is not a land. Alright, and now we should be in the kinda comfortable part of the game. Because we have a lot of counterspells, a lot of Mirrex. I want to have the tokens as soon as possible. I actually will allow it, because I want the mites first. And one card shouldn't make a difference if we can start pressuring him fast enough. Alright, he draws the card at the end step, so if that was a land he wouldn't get it, my bad. Alright, so let's go into the offensive, because the point is that he might draw a good card, so Charlotte or Invoke Despair, but when he draws them, he needs to play them, and then we counter the card that he got. Tenacious Underdog is not good enough on its own to close the game, and as you can see, we can pressure very quickly. I think that's a remover, right? Nice. And we have all the tools that we can, that we need. If he goes for Tenacious Underdog, we might go for the March. And he pays the life as well, which is super cool. I kinda expect he might try to kill his own stuff, but I don't think it matters. So first you need the mites, so you can every turn gain some benefit, right? I'm not sure if I counter it, honestly. I actually don't mind it at all. Bro, you will be dead before you use it next time. Like, seriously, are you going to cast it again on the next turn and get syncopated? Like, that was fancy play, but I think this is not the moment for this kind of fancy play. Like, he's down to 4, so he plays Tenacious Underdog, goes to 2, and what then? What then? And this is the turn when we counter everything and he scoops. Yeah, a lot of blue mana. That's not what you like to see on your opponent. Tenacious Underdog. Oh, this time no blitz. Weird. So I don't want to overload my mana on this turn. I can answer the Tenacious Underdog during my main phase, so I keep all the mana for Syncopates. I mean, does this make any difference? No. I'm waiting for cards that make a difference, my friend. He used removal on his own stuff, by the way. Alright. I mean, this is a Mirrex. Told you, best Wincon ever. Oh, killing your opponent with lands is so amazing for a control player. Alright, now you go like non-token creature. So of course he can activate the Bankbuster, but the problem is I actually shouldn't play it. I probably can counter, but theoretically... No, okay. And that was a quick train of thoughts, I will explain. So if he had 3 cut downs, that's actually more than I can counter, right? Probably. But if he has like 2 mana removal, and he probably has because otherwise he's dead on board, we could also farewell the artifacts, but we don't need to. Right, so nice Tenacious Underdogs in the graveyard. Cool. What about the might that kills you, my friend? Huh? Draw card? Hit a cut down? And that was a weird strategy. I'm so... like, he helped us kill himself. He should go for the throat on my tokens and just... I don't know, he was in a rough spot in the end. Alright, so Shuffler is definitely fine. This is so fine. We are going third. So this is 0 value hand, but it's amazing against every kind of, you know, creature-based deck. I hope cutdowns will find the target, because otherwise we are in huge trouble and we only have 2 lands on top of it. No card value right now, but fortunately we can survive long enough that we can draw, you know, a single Bankbuster and fix the game from there. I'm not sure about the land. Yeah, I think even if he drops a 1-drop, we can just go with double cutdown on the next turn. And that should be fine, because his highest will be 2-drop, like 2 mana drop, and it means that usually it is cut downable. So we should be able to, you know, get the best of both worlds. And we might draw something, we might want to go for the Edict. Our opponent is just chilling with his magic cards, just figuring what they're doing. And it's a soldier deck. Well, that must have been a very hard play to make. Alright, roasting soldiers checked. So I will go like this because with so many cutdowns, and I expect Talia on the next turn, so I need 2 mana to kill her. So that's why I wanted the untapped land. Alright, he's learning what lands do, he's reading them. Yeah, now one of your creatures from your hand needs to be placed in the battlefield. Yes, you can attack before. Yep, that's the button. It really feels like they're playing first time. And alright, so Resolute Reinforcements. He will play it in response to feel clever, won't he? Huh? I know you're tempted. Alright, good play, good play. You definitely do not want to do it. We will play the land. So this will be a bit of a trouble because we cannot really go card for card against Resolute Reinforcements. So, you know, we are just kinda getting this 2 damage a turn probably for some time. And it also disables already quite handily. So right now we are left with the 3 removal spells. He's playing a bit weird. He's not very aggressive. Siege Veteran should come before. So is he really having only 1-drops? That's weird. Screlv. Alright. That's a very weird play so far. I will kill the Screlv. And we could go for the frontliner. It is a 2-2 after all, so I think we go like this and just, you know, get all the mana for the next turn. It might get rough. So we are trading card for card, but as you can see, they get some cards ahead on us, so not feeling extremely comfortable. Alright, 2 damage, so we can take 2 damage a turn. That's why this is left unanswered. We should hit Depopulate or some card advantage at some point. Alright, I mean, you got it. You got it, my friend. So if I hit a land, I can play both, but I will probably not hit the land. Or at least I cannot, you know, play counting on it. So let's just get rid of it. Not extremely best, but we need to go with it. 3 cards to go. So he's really trying to force our reaction before he plays his stuff. Harbin. Alright. This is something that hurts a little bit. Alright, and this will probably be the March. No, we need March to kill Harbin, right? Edict definitely not super shining right here. I have to admit this one. Alright, so how do we do it? He's down to 1 card, so maybe we just go with the March. Or just Union. So Union heals us for 4. He hits us for way more. Alright. And don't forget he can play the soldiers, hoping to get the activation from Harbin, but he needs to declare it before he knows if Harbin will get removed, so that's pretty good. He needs to play the main phase before the combat phase. And he went for it. He went for it. Will he go for all the... Yes, nice. Alright, so... let's see if he wants to do something else. Yep. Not really, makes sense. And let's just hit it for 3. So this hit will be huge, but it will be a one-time hit. So it's what? 8 damage, so we are at 8, I believe. And he's down to 2 cards. The soldiers are, like the frontliners are out of the game, so that's a bit helpful. But yeah, Union needs to help us a little bit. It would be great to hit some, you know, card advantage or Depopulates. I mean, land is not the worst here. Let's draw the card. Alright, a bit late, not gonna lie. If he gets a land, even Mirrex is not something we can counter on this turn. And he's just hitting us over and over. I think we need to go for the frontliner. As you can see, like, even if you have full hand of removal against soldiers, they have so much synergy that they still get those, you know, chunks of extra damage. Told you. That's here. And that was pretty good draw. Not gonna lie. Down to 2 cards, to our 2 cards. But as you can see, we are always tapped out, so Syncopate, like, we need 1 turn of a Briefer, and this is moment when we won, I believe. Yeah, now we have everything. And I wonder what this is. It might be Brutal Qatar, or a Ganjo, maybe something like this. Alright, I do not mind it one bit. So let's play the Emperor because it's more mana intensive, and I want to start killing him. You know, we don't have Wincons, but when we need, we have Wincons. So first I will probably go with attack. If he wants to attack, basically trade for 1 loyalty, it's a pretty good deal for me. Alright, cool. That absolutely didn't stress me out. So if I play Celestus, I don't have too much mana. I don't think we should be playing it right now. We will play Edict as a response to probably whatever he will do. If he attacks first, and he will. Let's see the attack. Actually, if he attacks face, I might go with it and just, you know... Sure. Alright, 3 damage. And soldier decks cannot deal direct damage at all, so... And using Syncopate, as you can see, is way more important. We finally traded Syncopate for a card, which is our main deal. I wonder what the last card is. Interesting. Definitely interesting. So let's start pumping the samurais because they will finish the game.
Strike fast and strike
Smork? It's 5 damage. It might be Resolute Reinforcements, but wouldn't you play it before? Oh, it might be a Ganjo, right? Maybe he's thinking about again doing something. And now we will probably play a land into Celestus. Not sure. Maybe we want to cycle this land, you know? Down to 13. Soon he will be as low as we are. Alright, so he doesn't have any instant. Alright, and I will play it main phase, non-token creature, because it means we switch to daytime. And it means that even though his Qatars are stronger, I get to cycle the land, and I get to heal a little bit, but it's mostly about the card. Like, the fact that you get extra draw might be, you know, game deciding, and we have full board advantage, which is pretty good deal at this point. So as you can see, we'll just keep drawing lands so far, and we'll see. So the Emperor is our Wincon. We didn't draw a single Mirrex so far, which is kind of funny, but you know, Emperor is here as well. As you can see, you don't need a Wincon, they just scoop anyway. Alright, on the draw with counterspells, not where you wanna be, but we have the cut down, and that's a big deal. And we might be against some kind of control deck, unless it's Esper Legends, which usually is what the Triumph is for. Alright, I mean, we'll go with the cut down to keep up with our opponent, and we'll go with Syncopate probably. Alright, so our mana base is kinda fixed. We could go with the Bankbuster. That's a serious concern. What is his 3-drop? I'm not sure what the deck is about. It might be Trespasser or like Raffine. I will play it. I might regret it super hard. So for this one single turn we have the guard absolutely down. And it worked. And we will get the payout, which is amazing. So I guess there will be Tenacious Underdogs. I would love to counter it. However, we can march it, and that's good enough. Then he will go to Tenacious Underdog for his value game, and then we Syncopate it. We refuse to take the card to get rid of his card. He also needs to tap out, but, you know, we cannot punish it, so he gets a card, still decent value for him, but we have Bankbuster and he doesn't. And now we are stacking on Syncopates. We won't be able to draw card again if he plays Slant into Tenacious Underdog. Huh. I mean, he's going bomb after bomb, man. Let's go with this one. Kaito is annoying. We could try to hit him with March, but he might plus, you know, weird things can happen. Let's go for the black mana for now. And we need to start drawing with the Bankbuster. Tenacious Underdog, right? Yep. Alright, finally. Finally we are actually able to start drawing with our Bankbuster. Let's go into the end step and draw some cards. So we are basically even with him. And with Memory Deluge, man, I have to say, those Syncopates, like, I like it. I really like it. So he's down to 6 cards. Now the real battle starts. We need to be careful. I mean, I have to counter it, man. Man, this is just Syncopate worse. And he has no make disappear or anything like this. So no 2 mana instants, and we keep drawing cards, which is amazing. We keep playing clans, we have removal, we have all this good stuff basically. So we are actually 1 card behind. After Memory Deluge we are getting ahead. And he is finally out of gas. And yeah, man, Syncopate's pretty darn good, and the exile effect definitely has proven extremely helpful.